So if you're a fan of the Yeezy Boost 700 colorway, there is a new model that you should check out, and I wanted to show you guys them in this video from Adidas, and it is kind of a takedown model, it feels like, from the Wave Runners. This is the ZX22 Boost. I would say true to size on these things, although they do run a little bit wide in the toe box area, which I personally like. For a chunky dad shoe sort of vibe, these things definitely have a nice little wide foot feel on them. But this is the new ZX22 Boost, and as you can see, there's a lot of key inspirations that they take from the Wave Runner model, the Yeezy Boost 700. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys these. This is a $120 alternative, so definitely a very affordable option. Let's go ahead and get in the video. What is going on, guys? Hes here. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't seen my website, Collective Kicks, post a bunch of sneaker deals for you guys on a regular basis. And I actually posted these when they were on sale. I would have tried to get this video out ahead of time, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So these are back to regular price. However, the next time Adidas has a sale, the prices hopefully will dip back down because they were just under $100 on the last sale. Hopefully you guys copped a pair if you did. If you follow me on social, I posted it out there for you guys. And so hopefully some of you guys checked it out. But this model, I got to tell you, there's 4 colorways available for men that I could see that look, but all of them look really, really good. And honestly, it was really hard to determine which one of the 4 I wanted to get. And like this one has like an all charcoal vibe. There was one that like looked like all cream and so on. But the model is very interesting in picture. Obviously, I could see some inspirations to the Wave Runners. Just the overall shape kind of reminded me of a Wave Runner, except for the heel. Obviously, it kind of curves up a little bit on this model. But the design elements to the midsole, definitely reminiscent of the Wave Runners. And then also the suede heel section back here with the little pods, very much similar again to the Wave Runners also. There's a different styling to the toe box and the midfoot of the shoe, but ultimately it was something that I thought had a great overall look if you're a fan of that shoe, and I am a fan of that shoe, so this one was an easy one to want to try out. Now, as soon as I got these in hand, I was like, wait a minute, this is not Adidas Boost technology in this midsole here, but it did look familiar to me because I've tried some of the other models from Adidas, and this is actually Jet Boost, which is smaller pellets of a Boost-like substance, and this midsole is encased in the Jet Boost material. Gotta say, on feet, these do feel more comfortable than those, so crazy how that works out. But I tried these on both side by side, and your foot actually sits up higher in this model, and it just has more squish because of it, I think. But I was surprised that this one was actually more comfortable than the Wave Runners because this has encased Boost. Both of them are really good, but maybe it's just the way that the Jet Boost is configured in this one. It makes it just a little bit more impactful. Wanted to get into some words from what Adidas says about the model. It's a ZX22 Boost shoes, $120 at retail. This is a DGH solid gray color, and they have another color that has kind of like a gray too, it says, and it has a cream white version and an off-white cloud lime version. I liked 3 of the 4 versions quite a bit. Anyways, it says comfortable running inspired shoes made in part with recycled content. Clean, simple, and comfortable. These Adidas shoes transform a running inspired icon into a sleek, comfortable sneaker you can wear on any occasion. Jet Boost drop-ins in the EVA midsole provide extra energy return. Mesh upper with suede overlays, lace enclosure, regular fit, textile lining, rubber outsole. 25% of the components used to make the upper are made from a minimum of 50% recycled content. And that's pretty much it. The description is short and sweet, but the product definitely is one that I was impressed with for the $120 price point. The suede on a $120 shoe is actually really nice, and Adidas does this on a lot of models where the model is not very expensive, but it uses a nice cut of the suede, and I feel like it's because they only use it on like 4 different panels on the shoe, so maybe since it's a minimal usage, they just go with a more premium material, which I think is a really smart move. You have suede across the toe box of the shoe, and then also for the eyelets, and then lastly for the heel cup of the shoe. So there's a total of 4 suede hits on the shoe. The rest is like a textile knit upper, so it says. The rest of the upper has kind of like a little honeycomb shape to it and just kind of looks like a regular mesh. Then it looks like you have some nylon straps for the 3 stripes on the sides of the shoe. In this colorway, it just kind of blends in really simply. And honestly, there's not really a lot of heavy branding on the model, so if you're one of those people that don't really like the heavy branding on a sneaker, other than those 3 stripes on the side, there is an Adidas logo on the tongue, but it doesn't really stand out too deep as in like an Adidas sneaker. It's just a really chunky vibe to it. But obviously, if you know the Wave Runners, and you see the Adidas on this one, then you know it's kind of like a takedown model, sort of the Wave Runners, but just a much more affordable package. The midsole is really interesting. It has a little bit of shape to it as well. And then also on the sides right here, you could see the Jet Boost in the middle of the midsoles. So similar to the Wave Runners, how it has a little like inserts on the midsole, the difference is this is actually Jet Boost. The other one is just painted on. You don't really see the boost material on the Wave Runners until you look at the bottom and you can see it underneath and you know it's encased. This has it kind of going up the sidewalls of the shoe, and then right under here you can see Jet Boost as well. So you know it's encased in Jet Boost in the midsole also. Now these come in at 15.9 ounces, so these are actually heavier than the Wave Runners. Wave Runners come in at 14.5 ounces. So this is a heavy shoe for sure, almost a pound each, but you could feel the midsole is very significant. It's very heavy and it just feels like a substantial sneaker. I will say if you're looking for a lighter, like dad shoe sort of vibe sneaker from Adidas, there is the Oswego, but the Azalea is the one that I would recommend because it's very, very light comparison to this. That being said, if you want a thicker midsole with more substance, this one is obviously a little bit heavier. I do like the cut and sew upper of the model. You have a little bit of material up for the side molding of the shoe here, like a little mud guard. It looks kind of like a cheaper cut leather, if not even a synthetic leather right here, but it's just a really small panel. But then it also does a little bit of a shadow in the heel cup of the shoe back here around the collar. So kind of like that, it adds a little bit of effect there. This is one of those shoes that because they have so many different layers on the upper, it all kind of blends in when you have like a singular look like this. However, you could do some really cool color blockings because of all the different layers on the upper. So I expect to see more colorways of these that I'll probably end up really liking. So some of you guys may be wondering which model of these two should you be choosing. This is the ZX 5K versus the ZX 22. Obviously, this is the 5K Boost, and there is encased boost in the midsole here. This is one of the shoes that I did a review on already earlier this year. I did a comparison to this in the previous two models as well, if you guys are interested in checking out that video. I really like this model as well. It is heavy also, so both of these are kind of chunky, sort of dad vibe sort of sneakers. This is some cut and sew upper as well, but ultimately I think this one looks a little bit more, I guess I would say, futuristic than this one. This one has more of a traditional like chunky shoe vibe to it than this one does. And ultimately I would say it just depends on the style that you're really wanting to go for. I mean, both of them offer very similar feels on feet. This one does sit up a little bit higher on foot than this one, and I do feel a little bit more squish in this shoe than in this shoe when I'm wearing them side by side, but that's not to take away from the overall feel on feet that these have, because they're actually pretty good in my opinion as well. But these ones are just a tad bit heavier, like just coming in over a pound. I also do like the laces on here with the easy relaxed fit, and just the overall style of this model I really like also. If you want something that is a little bit chunky and encased boost like this, that doesn't have like the Yeezy 700 vibes, this is obviously a great option. If you want something that looks more like the Yeezy 700s and just kind of its own little entity, then this one is a great option, and it's a little bit more affordable at $120. So the things that I like about this shoe, the quality materials are nice. The overall fit, it's actually a little bit wider in the toe box, in my opinion, than in this shoe. You probably could go down half of a size if you have a really narrow foot. I personally have a wider foot, so I like the extra wiggle room in here. So true to size is definitely good to me. But if I went up a half a size, I'd be swimming in these things. So true to size is the highest I would go. You could go down half of a size. Ultimately, if you get the wrong size, though, you can return it and size swap them with Adidas. It's easy to do. The other thing that I like is the Jet Boost in the midsole. I think that's really cool that they're utilizing that a little bit more. I like to see the regular boost, but it's kind of cool to see Jet Boost being used a little bit more. I've seen it in 3 different models now, and it's something that I'd love to see a bit more of. I do like the overall shape and the color blocking of this one as well. I like this colorway way better than this one. This one doesn't look bad on feet, but it wouldn't be my first choice on that model. This was my first choice in this model, and definitely one that I liked. Leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the ZX22 Boost? Wide feet gang friendly for sure if you have wider feet like myself. And overall, it's just a nice, comfortable, casual pair of sneakers that I would, I'd give probably like an 8 out of 10 if I had to rate it. The value's there for sure at that price point of 120 bucks. But anyway, if you guys are interested in buying a pair, check the link in the description. It'll take you over to Adidas site and you can purchase your own pair. Appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. It is always appreciated. And if you guys did like the video, it was somewhat informative, please drop a like on the video if you guys can. Take 1 second to do that. It means a lot if you guys do that. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully we'll see you back for some more sneaker content very soon. All right, peace guys.